Welcome to Tech Bytes and News, your daily roundup of articles featured in Hacker News. Today we're diving into a fascinating project, mt32-pi, a bare metal MIDI synthesizer for the Raspberry Pi. It's a really cool project, but the story behind it is even more compelling. The developer is discontinuing it.
Whoa, really? That's a shame. It sounds like a pretty impressive piece of software. What makes it so special?
Absolutely. It emulates the Roland Montana 32, a legendary sound module from the 80s and 90s, used in tons of classic games. Think MS-DOS, PC-98, even Sharp X68000 games. It runs directly on the Raspberry Pi, bypassing the OS for super low latency audio. No complex audio configurations needed.
That's incredibly efficient. So why the sudden halt? I mean, it sounds like a successful project.
That's where the story gets sad. The developer, Dale Winham, says he's been subjected to a relentless campaign of abuse from the VOGNS forum. He's been called names, received threats, had his code stolen, and even his 3D print designs sold without permission. It's a pretty awful situation.
That's unbelievable. Absolutely appalling behavior from that community. I can see why he'd be burnt out. So what are the key features of mt32-pi before it goes dark?
Well, it supports a range of Raspberry Pi models, from the 02W to the Pi 4. It uses PWM audio through the headphone jack, although the quality isn't perfect, and I2S Hi-Fi DAC support is recommended for better sound. It also has flexible MIDI input options, USB, GPIO, even serial. Plus, it has LCD support, a simple control surface, and even network MIDI capabilities via RTP MIDI and UDP. It's packed with features.
It sounds incredibly versatile, a real testament to the developer's skill. It's a shame to see it end like this. Is there anything users can do to help?
Well, the project is open source under the GNU GPL version 3.0, so people can continue to use and modify it. The developer also asks that people use the discussions area on GitHub for help, rather than the issues section, which is for bug reports and feature requests. He's also asking for respect and understanding.
That's fair. Respect for the creator's work and mental health should be paramount. It's a reminder that open-source projects, while incredibly valuable, rely on the dedication and well-being of individuals. We need to protect our developers.
Exactly. It's a cautionary tale, really. The mt32-pi project is a fantastic achievement, but the story highlights the importance of fostering positive and supportive communities around open-source projects. We need to remember that behind every line of code is a person. Thanks for joining us on Tech Bytes and News. We'll catch you next time.
Bye-bye.